I was getting in the Word just a couple of days ago, and I saw a verse that I've heard time and time again, and it was, I've been crucified with Christ. It is no longer I who live, but Christ who lives in me. Then the life I now live in the flesh, I live by faith alone in the Son of God who loved me and gave himself for me. I feel like a lot of the time when we're in faith and we're trying to live for God, we look at it as this great sacrifice, but we forget what Jesus actually did for us and how great that sacrifice was. So I think just the past year has been really crazy for all of us. I know it's been really hard for me.
Before camp, I didn't really have a connection with God. I didn't believe in God that much.
I was not able to really figure out if I really believed in God or not. Before camp, I was going down a wrong path.
I didn't fully believe. I didn't really understand that you can't just know that God is real, you really have to believe in him.
The ropes course was my favorite part of camp because it was fun and God helped me get through it.
When we did chapel and we did the Bible skits, when I first got here, everyone was so nice to me. My favorite moment at camp was the day that we did the decision cards. We walked back. I felt really happy.
I like when they do the skits because I can get a visual of how it was. My mind just reads off of looking and watching, so that's probably my favorite moment.
I got to learn so much stuff about teaching others about God, which is probably my favorite thing about coming to church and stuff.
My favorite moment was when I first came to chapel. We were all worshiping God and learning about him.
That's Jesus saying, hey, I love you so much. The thought of you having to take the punishment, I can't stand it.
He said, you have sinned. I am holy. I have to judge that. But he said, I will die for you.
What is the right response to the love of God? It is to love the God who rescued you, the God who went on that cross, died and went into the grave. But don't be confused. That's not the end of the story. The 3 days later, he kicked death in the teeth.
I think my favorite moment from camp this week was accepting Christ in my life on Tuesday night.
After camp, I have a connection with God.
I feel more confident and life's changed.
After all this Bible reading and note-taking and just worshiping overall has been very moving.
Now that I actually know him a lot more,
I feel like a new person because I never knew how much God really meant.
I think the biggest thing I'm going to be taking home is God is still working in our lives and he's still present, you know. A lot of the time we don't exactly see how God's working or see his presence, but that doesn't mean he's not there, you know.
During this camp, it really changed me in the way, and I've never had something like this ever in my life. So I think it was a great moment for me and it really changed my life.